So this week in Iron Banner, we have two new Iron Banner weapons, or not necessarily new, but from year one. I think many of us have probably forgotten about it. The pulse rifle is extremely popular. We're going to be reviewing that, but there's a lot more roles we need to explore on that pulse rifle. And unfortunately, after 500 Iron Banner tokens, I've only gotten one Time Worn Spire. But I can't be all that mad because I've actually gotten a lot of God Roll Multimach CCXs. This is the Legendary Kinetic Submachine Gun. It is in the lightweight frame archetype, which actually is the more competitive archetype in regards to the time to kill value. Think Callous Mini Tool, Recluse, Pillager, Death Adder. These lightweights actually pack a hell of a punch, and their optimal time to kill of 0.67 seconds, which is not bad. And there's actually two archetypes that shoot at 900 rounds per minute. You have adaptives and you have lightweights. Multimach here falls into that lightweight archetype. Adaptives include things like Bug Out, Trackless Waste, Exit Strategy. They have a more forgiving time to kill in regards to their body shot TTK value being 0.93 seconds versus lightweight's 1.13, but their optimal time to kill is 0.73, which is a little worse there than lightweight's due to the fact that adaptives hit only 17 damage per crit versus lightweight's 19 damage per crit. They make up for this though by hitting 13 damage per body. Either way it goes, for me personally, after playing with Multimach, I actually think it's one of the best SMGs in the game. It feels good. It also comes with scopes, which takes us to our rolls right here. We started yesterday off with this roll. I actually thought it was a good roll, and it is. It's not bad. We have the Model 8 scope, which is a very good scope. This is the best zoom scope on these SMGs by giving you a +4 there in zoom, as well as a +13 increase in range. Simultaneously, this one came with Tac Mag, which didn't really boost the mag size up all that much, only about 1. Dynamic sway reduction, which is excellent for stability, especially on a fast rate of fire weapon. Dynamic, which yes, improves accuracy and stability while you continuously hold the trigger. Almost immediately activates considering the rate of fire on this SMG, and it turns that weapon super vertical. And the final trait there is Kill Clip, of course, which really added on damage on the tail end. Very, very good roll. I was extremely satisfied with this roll, and for the most part, stat-wise, it looked healthy. You know, 48 range, 49 stability, came with the handle and mass work, which is kind of whatever. I don't think it really needs that because it's a lightweight frame, but overall, I was quite satisfied. And something else I want to mention, this weapon has 100 recoil direction. It's vertical, baby, meaning easier for you to maintain shots. But this takes us to our next roll. This was the roll that dropped after this roll, and by God, is it deadly. This one too also came with a Model 8 scope, accurized rounds for that bump there in range, dynamic sway reduction yet again for that stability bump, as well as increase in accuracy, and then the final trait there, Iron Grip. Now, Iron Grip increases your stability at the cost of your reload speed. My reload here is actually pretty damn terrible, but that stability stat, it's nasty, fellas. 62 in combination with the ranged masterwork, accurized round, and Model 8. This bumps up my range to 66. This was by far the deadliest roll I played with. And we had a few other rolls that we messed around with, but this right here, this one, everything you would want in an SMG. You want consistency? You got it, man. Now, what is the range capabilities of this SMG? Well, it kicks it up a notch. Matter of fact, Neuro actually sent me a screenshot of his, which comes with the new Iron Banner perk, Iron Reach. We have not actually played with it. This perk actually improves weapon range by +20, but gives you a -40 there in stability. And as you can see, they're stat-wise. Yes, he is sitting at 84 range, but his stability is 11. Now, he said he can reach all the way up to 25 meters with this roll, and that's actually with the Model 8. I know he doesn't have it equipped there, but that's with the Model 8. However, he did mention that for both controller and mouse and keyboard, this weapon just bucks way too much, and I wouldn't recommend it either. So Iron Reach is not necessarily the perk here for an SMG, or for any primary weapon for that matter. There are certain weapons that I feel like Iron Reach would do really good on, like a shotgun, as you don't really need stability, but for primary weapons, I would not recommend Iron Reach. And we've seen this from other perks. Again, Iron Grip's the same way. It's a double-edged sword. You got the buff there in stability, but the -40 there in reload speed. Iron Gaze, another weapon that's similar. You get a +20 in aim assist, but a -40 there in range. Not something I would recommend, especially on a 900 round per minute SMG, which takes us to the God roll portion of this video. After playing with my roll, I really do think that my roll is the best for PvP. Like, obviously, Kill Clip was really, really nice, but like we just mentioned a second ago, this weapon has a 0.67 time to kill value. It kills incredibly fast, and even though mine is not the max range roll like Neuro's, it is still a very good roll, reaching up to 22-23 meters, which is a very healthy range for an SMG. But the combination of the Model 8 scope, which to me is one of the cleanest scopes, it's not too zoomy, it's just right, it's just enough, with the bump there from accurized rounds, dynamic sway, and Iron Grip was just so damn good. All I recommend with that roll is, considering your reload speed does get cut pretty badly, you definitely want to rock submachine gun loader. And even if you're not rocking submachine gun loader, you could probably get away with it. It's still going to be slow as hell, but on other weapons, it's even slower. Multimach seems to handle itself a little bit better, but I would still suggest any gun that you rock with iron grip, you definitely want to rock it with a loader perk to counter that. Now, in terms of other perks, I have seen some killing wind combos. Things like killing wind and kill clip. Killing wind's nice. It does add on like an extra 3 meters. And I would say things like killing wind with kill clip would be a pretty fun option to go with. Essentially land the kill, proc kill clip for that increase in damage, and carry on that 3 to 4 meter buff to your next target. Now, I had some people asking me what is the best weapon here to pair with this SMG, and should you go with a sniper SMG combo and rock something like quick draw for that immediate draw. Quick draw is a fantastic perk, and for some weapons, I feel like quick draw really does shine. Personally though, considering that this is a lightweight frame, it already has really good handling. It already has really good ready speed, which is why it feels so good. There's a reason why so many people liked Recluse over other SMGs, especially adaptives. They just feel good. They handle good. So again, I think quick draw is kind of a wasted perk here. If anything, a dexterity perk alongside this SMG with that lightweight frame, if those do stack, would probably match that of quick draw. Now, we had a lot of success pairing it with the grenade launcher Truth Teller. It's always been a favorite of mine. It was fantastic yesterday, and I feel like GLs are kind of looked down upon, but by God, they are so deadly with an SMG combo. For the longest time, one of my favorite combos was Truth Teller and Huckleberry together. And as much as I like Huckleberry, I love Huckleberry, Multimach was satisfying me in ways that I didn't think was possible. And comboing it here with this GL has become one of my favorite combos now inside of Crucible. As for PvE players, I think either One For All or Kill Clip is going to be your routes, and probably One For All. One For All is just really, really good, and maybe One For All and Subsistence together. That would be like the trade combination I would go for, and then for Kill Clip, maybe Kill Clip and Threat Detector together. And considering this is an SMG, you will most likely be within proximity of your enemy. Procking something like Threat Detector won't be as difficult to combine there with Kill Clip. But again, Subsistence One For All would actually be a really good trade combination for PvE. So guys, that is our review there for Multimach CCX. It's a really good SMG. It feels phenomenal. It satisfies pretty much what you would want on an SMG. It's been a very, very long time since we got an SMG with scopes. Bungie has intentionally steered away from it. Put this all in perspective, even Ikelos with Seraph rounds, max range could only reach up to 18 meters. So that's the power of scopes. That's the reason why Anio was as good as it was. And it's exactly why Multimach here is also going to be a great option for you. So fellas, try this SMG out. Extremely impressed with it. Love the way it feels. Love the way it plays. It has great hit registration, great tracking, and with it being 900 rounds per minute, it is an absolute bullet hose that actually catches a lot of enemies off guard. I chewed up so many shotgun apes yesterday, and it was beautiful. Fellas and ladies, thank you all for coming and watching, and as always,
slap that like button like your mama told you right.